laziness, okay? Rest in peace to that, okay? Because we were not designed for this particular type of lifestyle. And you can be abundant. You can be, listen, I'm going to repeat that. You can be abundant. You can have wealth, health, and all the things, love in your life, in your feminine. Just being you. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars. Guys, let's get into it. You guys right now are going to be aiding me while I make some breakfast. I was going to order something to eat, but your girl is trying to, do a little better, and which leads me into a couple of things that I want to discuss while I prepare breakfast for me. And I hope you guys ate and you guys are doing well. I'm still finishing off my coffee, guys. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's quite early. I started waking up early again, guys. Now, I'm always an early riser, but I felt like after my birthday, I started, I don't know, I felt like I started like going down the line, you know what I mean? Because June is such a big month for not only myself, but my family, and the shindig was just digging, and I just kept, but sometimes these things, we have to let ourselves have fun, but then it's time to pull back the ranges. Because I don't know if you know, June is giving, 6 months before the year's end. Now I know I'm not trying to poo-poo on your parade, but this is a time for new beginning, guys. This is a time to put back in space or put in perspective. Just take a few minutes of your time to say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in every single week and listen and view these episodes. Number 2, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We would love to have you be part of this community as well. Let's get back into the episode. The things that you want in your life. Right now, I am embarking in such a new journey in my life, guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yes, it's a lot of work and I'm scared as all that can be, but it's all good, and it's calling for me to be a new version of myself. I would say somewhat of an old version, but new version, if that makes any sense, because sometimes we get away from ourselves, right? Sometimes we have to let go of a version of ourselves because we are in a space of healing, learning, and so much. I know a couple of years ago, I hit such a breaking point in my life, which was so hard for me. This is the skating to be on the verge of having a nervous breakdown. I was like right here. I was like literally, girl, I was at the edge of the nail, okay? But praise God, I didn't fall. I stumbled, okay? But I didn't fall. But that stumble rocked my world. I had to walk away from a lot of things that I no longer could maintain. I was not my healthiest mentally, which led into physically, where the mind goes, the body follows. And I, for many years, had to walk away from a version of myself that I could no longer sustain. But we back from healing. We're back. We're still on a healing journey, but we're back. And I'm sharing this with you guys because life can show itself in so many different ways. And sometimes when you have to walk away from one journey into the next, don't try not to like mourn that space in your life, right? Because you just don't know when certain things is going to come back. Now, for me, because this new version of myself, I chose to go full on, changing the way I dress. Yes, changing the way I dress. Guys, let me tell you something. The easiest way to quantum leap into your highest version is to look like the person that you want to be. I, for a very long time, I am pretty much a person, a creature of habit, right? I pretty much know what I like. I know my style, and I know the things that I want. With that being said, especially now that we work from home, things got more of the comfortable outfits, you know what I mean, than attire that I personally feel strong or my best in when I am in different rooms. So I had to think like, okay, what is holding me back? And I know the clothes don't make the person makes the clothes. That is true. But I like to use, whether it's clothes, my environment, to catapult me into that version that I see. You know, I like to create the whole ambiance. I like to bring into fruition as much as possible of what I see my future for myself. So anyway, I got a couple of items. I'm about to, this is an instant, girl. Nobody's doing scratch, okay? This is an instant pancake we're making for ourselves. I think I'm gonna make some eggs as well. I don't know if I should put this away because I might need some more. I don't know. But anyway, we gonna make it do what it is. Let's leave it down here. So I bought a couple of outfits. I'm about to do, I forgot her name, but there's this lovely lady. What she came up with this thing where you take everything out your closet. You take everything out your closet, and everything that you touch, if you don't instantly love it, you put it to the side. And only the things that you absolutely love makes it back in the closet. So I'm about to do that for myself. Not today, but I am about to do that. And it's going to be, excuse me, scarce. Because what I realize is that, and this is scientifically proven, when your closet is overcrowded and in a way where it doesn't match who you are, your environment, and what is the things that you're trying to achieve, it's really hard to stay focused and think. And I got to this place in my closet, although it's kind of neat, it's kind of stuffy and crowded, and I don't believe in that. I don't want a stuffy, overcrowded life, right? I want a life where I feel prosperous, I can feel God's energy, and I can hear what God wants for me. I can feel confident when I put on something and knowing that, you know what, I am arming myself with the version that I already know that I am, and entering rooms in my best self. You know, first impressions are lasting impressions. It is what it is. I did not make the rules, guys. So I'm on that journey of switching out everything. I've been on that journey. I've been teetering on this concept, if I'm being completely honest, for the last at least 2 years now. And let me get a fork, honey. Girl, I've been teetering on this journey for the last couple of years, and I'm full on because now it's crunch time and I have no time to play. There is no more room to be playing with. I like to doll it up with a little bit of nutmeg. There is no more room to be talking about, oh, you know, this like thinking, because we could get in this thinking like what? Like everything is a thought. Okay, you know, a hope and a dream. So I said to myself, if it's not like a workout outfit, if I'm not going to the gym, if I'm not like, you know, at home right now, I just have on like this like baby doll, you know, top with some like biker shorts. I'm home, I'm chilling. And even with that, like I always like try to like make myself feel like, you know, like cute, comfortable. But I love my home clothes. I always feel like I pretty much like, if it's either like I'm in yoga outfits or little cute little leisure outfits like this, which me personally, I don't have a problem with. I don't have an issue with. I remember at one time that was like a thing for me, especially when I first started working from home. I didn't have enough things that I felt, you know, still kind of cute in. And that was the thing. But then somewhere along the line, girl, especially after, you know, all the stuff that happened, 2021, which will remain nameless, we already know, I found myself like with more comfy clothes, more leisure clothes, and I'm like, girl, we're in a different season, so we have to step up our game. And this video is for anybody that's in this season in your life. You know, you may be in a season where you are coming out of something and you want to, you know, see life from a different perspective, and maybe you don't feel confident in your clothes, because, you know, people, you say what you want to say. Say what you want to say about, oh, you know, you should feel confident no matter what you have on. Personally, I generally do, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel better when I am wearing certain like things. I love to wear suits. I love to wear I love professional. I love to look professional. You know, I love when I am in my A game and I look like what I'm speaking of. I love that type of stuff. I always did. And going back to when I was working a physical job, pretty much that was my attire. I feel good. I always love to of course exude femininity, but I am a very structured person, and my attire, I love it to feel like that as well, while still being a little comfortable, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm doing this also to aid me in my new position of putting myself in uncomfortable situations. You know, life is about to get like more uncomfortable in a good way, and the least I can do is give myself as much armor as I can to conquer those fears, because guys, it's not easy. Whenever you are embarking in a new version of any aspect with yourself, it's never going to be easy. Like when I started going to the gym, I've always been a person to love to work out, but when I started really working out, it was hard. I was working with a trainer for almost like 6 months, and he really worked me out. Here's the thing, it didn't feel good. I didn't like it, but I loved how I feel afterwards. I can work out at home, yes, and I have worked out at home. I still do work out at home, but guess what? I feel better when I'm at the gym. It's my special moment, special little piece of time where I'm not interrupted. There's nothing or no one asking for my attention. I'm able to think. When I come out, I feel better. If I was having a gloomy day, I'm having a better day because I worked out. I did the hardest thing that was being asked of my schedule for that day, which is working out. So therefore, going forward, I feel more confident in the things that I am executing along the way. Guys, I'm gonna finish doing this because I feel like that's lame right here. Y'all need all of this. But guys, if this video helped you in the least, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you be notified every time I upload a video. Guys, stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay empowered. Peace. Sorry.